welcome. Welcome to biology. I am so glad you're here. This is a first for me, okay? This is a first. I have always taught credit recovery biology, so this is my first year online in which I am in all year biology. So I usually get students and we're only together 12 weeks and then they leave. So I'm like, oh my word, I get to be with you guys all year. That's mind blowing. And I'm just so excited to form a closer relationship with you, because if you can imagine, 12 weeks goes by really fast. So I didn't get to form as close of bonds with people. So I am so glad to be on this journey with you. So let's talk about some firsts. What are some firsts for you guys that either happened this summer or starting the school year? What is some firsts? Maybe this will be your first. Maybe it'll be the first time you've turned on your webcam. Can we try? I'm going to encourage you all to turn your webcam on, at least for a minute. I'm going to scroll through. I want to see you. I like to make that name and face connection. If you aren't ready and you're like, dude, I am in my pajamas, I am not ready for that. Hey, Peyton. I would just love to see some of your beautiful faces. Hey, Jayla. I see Emily. Yeah, I'm scrolling. So stay on with me. We can do our first day photos. There's an assignment that I'm going to put on the board where you can post a selfie. Hey, Becky. You might just make sure we've got a good angle of you too. Awesome. Hey, Tommy. I see Alex. Like watching my face as I geek out when you guys all turn them on. Starly, you're almost there. I see it's on, but I don't. It's like black. So this is my encouragement to you. I would say, Ellie, I'm almost seeing you too, I think. I would love to see you. And let's make this a goal to turn these webcams on. I'm going to say minimum once a week, okay? Because one, I know you're there. And as a teacher, I learned so much by watching your faces. Does that make sense? I can see confusion in your eyes. I can see reassurance on your faces. I know. Isn't everyone look so nice? I really don't care what you have on as long as you have something on. Let's keep it appropriate. But I love it. And I know it's the first day, so you know what? If we just look rougher from here, that's okay too. Hey, Grace, there you are. I absolutely love it. I know, you can call your classmates out as long as it's nice. So one thing I want to do, like I said, is keep these webcams on at least one day of our classes. We are going to have group lessons, right? So I'm going to bring content to you Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So maybe you pick one of those days that you're like, I'm going to wake up at 8:20 and I'm going to get ready and put my webcam on one day. You can set your alarm, all right? Then on Tuesday or Thursdays and Fridays, we're going to have help sessions, all right? And then you can come. You can be on your webcam. You don't have to, okay? So yes, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I will give you content. But let's go ahead and start. Let me introduce myself. Let's not get to that already. I am Mrs. Rittenhouse, and this is my family. This is my husband, Chris, above me in this picture. And I have 2 daughters. You'll probably get to know them this year as well. We all work from home. My husband works since COVID started. He was able to work from home, and he loves it too. So we all work from home. Mila, my oldest over here, she is, let me see if I can get my pointer going. Maybe not. I'm going to get better at neuro myself, I promise. Do you think they look like me? I think they look like me in some ways too. Some ways, times I just see my husband, but there's my pointer. This is Mila. Mila just started 1st grade, and she comes to school where we do. She's at OHVA. Mila is her name. Yeah, my hair is, I do get it colored a little bit. But we probably have similar color hair, and theirs looks a little more blonde in the sunlight. Mila is a little more blonde than our baby Ren. Ren, W-R-E-N. This is Ren. She just turned 3. Yep, like a bird. I feel like both of my girls have my husband's eyes. Mila definitely has my lower half of my face with a smiley. Thank you. And Ren just turned 3, so she is not in school yet. She usually gets her tablet or TV during our class time so that she is out of the way. All right. So yes, thank you. I appreciate that. I think they're cute, but they're mine, so I know. Well, Ren could probably start preschool next year. So we'll see. I appreciate that. I love to shop for anything, even groceries. A lot of times online. All right. Anybody else like to do some online shopping? I like shopping a lot of places online, but Amazon just like gets it here. You know what I mean? It's like 2 days. Hey, Milo, will you come turn this light on? I feel like the sun went down and I'm dark. Yeah, I'm over here, babe. Yep. There we go. That helps. I get most of my clothes online too. I know. My birthday was this month, so I have birthday money, so I'm like, it's burning a hole in my pocket. Oh, we have birthdays going on. I missed whose birthdays was in the house. All of our August birthdays. Can you all send me an email if it's your birthday in August? We'll all do a birthday celebration next week for all our August birthdays. I have an August birthday too. Oh, someone's turning 16. That's a fun age. The 9th, the 4th. Email me because the chat goes by so fast and I'm just like, oh. Mine is the 16th, August 16th. You're not ready for 16, Wyatt? August 16th is mine. Thank you. Awesome. I also just love being outside. I just need sometimes to walk out the door. It doesn't matter what door, and just feel the sunshine on my body. Winter makes me sad. We've got some singers in the house. I like to sing too. I actually sing in a band as well. I like to also watch football. Do we have any sports fans in the house? Yes. Tommy's a sports fan. Tommy, who's your team? Ravens. Nice. All these like preseason games are going on. Have they played yet? Is Dobbins on the Ravens? Yes? Am I right? We've got some Eagles fans, Bengals fans. You will not believe this, but 2 years ago, not last year, but 2 years ago, I won my fantasy football league, and I was the only chick in that league. And yes, I brought home the trophy. So I will not leave you alone in football season. We will be tired on football nights. My husband won it last year. You can see it back here on my shelf. See my fantasy football trophy? I won it 2 years ago, and my husband won it this year. All right, this chat is like going. I don't even know if we're talking about football anymore. Tommy, you and I are still talking football. All right. We have Mrs. Schmidt. Mrs. Schmidt will be in our classroom as well. She is here to help support us, come alongside us, and she is not here yet. She should be popping in. I'm going to leave this slide for when she gets here because I'm just meeting Mrs. Schmidt too. Was she your history teacher? That's so awesome. I don't know her very well. We just met yesterday in our first teacher meeting live session. So I'm going to let her introduce herself when she pops in. That is not right now. I can tell from her slides a little bit about what her hobbies may be. Dogs, cats, donuts, the outdoors. I'm liking those things too. Okay, so some requirements for class. All right, let's just we are still in school. I know that sometimes we're like, oh, we are at home. Well, we are at home and we're at school. So I need you to come to class. Okay. Like be at Class Connect sessions. We're going to only have 3 lessons, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I need you to be here, right? I know that sounds ridiculous, but I need you. I need you to show up. I can't teach you if you don't come to class. And just like if you were going to your local high school, if you don't show up to class, they count you truant, you know? Sad day. It happens, but I need you to be here because otherwise you will be truant, and then that's sad, and then we don't want to do that, right? The second thing is I would love for you to do all that you're doing in the chat today, like just like you're doing today, every day. Nothing is more boring than me talking to me. And I totally get bored talking to myself. All right. Today, the chat is a little bit of everywhere, and that's okay. We're all just like pumped to be here. I'm kind of cool with that. But please know that once we start bio, like I need you to just engage in biology conversations. And then I promise I will allow time for some of this other chat. Can we listen to music? Sure. Why not? I like music. If I can make Alexa play music behind me in the morning, like as we warm up, and maybe even behind me sometimes as we teach, I'm cool with that. Maybe we'll even like do a drawing for who gets to pick the music for the day. Obviously, we need to make sure the lyrics are appropriate. So some of those things. And the last thing is, you're not going to believe this. This sounds absolutely stupid. But if you don't complete your assignments, all this time that we spend together is pointless. I mean, it fills our like hearts with happiness. But like I can't pass you if you don't do the assignments. And that sounds stupid, but every single year I will have students that come to every single Class Connect session. They engage with me. We talk, we hang out, we play music, we have conversations. But yeah, they end up failing because even though they were at every session, they never do my assignments Okay. I do not believe in lengthy assignments. You excited about that? I want to just know that you know it, and I'm not here to drag it out any longer than it needs to be. But I need to know that you are there, you are paying attention, and that you know the content, because guess what? At the end of the year, in the spring, we have a state test that tests us on our biology content. All right. It is important for your diploma. It is actually important for my teaching license. So believe it or not, if you all fail that end of the year test, I basically fail as a teacher. You don't want to do that to me, do you? No. So I just am here. We're all here together, whether you like biology or dislike biology. We got to do this. So we might as well have fun doing it. Okay. Nearpod. I'm really excited about these lessons. It's a program basically that instead of you listening to me teach all the time, it's an app, it's a website. I would really love you to do it right now. If you got your phones, you will not make me mad. Log into your app stores. It's free. Okay. And join Nearpod or download the Nearpod app. Okay. It looks like what's on the screen. This is your image. It's going to give you videos of me. It's going to allow you to take quizzes in there, surveys, draw things, go on little mini field trips. It's awesome. Okay. Lots of love. Some of you have phones, some of you don't. Like I said, you can also do it at nearpod.com, join.nearpod.com. I will come back to this slide. But if you have your phone or can pop up in a different browser, yes. So your 5-letter code is right here. Dun, 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 dun. I also like to do things like we're doing right now. If there are things that I add, it says it doesn't work, well, that's not cool. I'll fix it for tomorrow. I like to give you class time to do these things, right? So I'm not just like leaving you after class with 1,000 different things. Did it work? Did it not? It did work? Sweet. I am too, so don't even worry about it. It works on your PC. Awesome. So Nearpod, maybe screenshot it, maybe take a picture of it with your phone. I also will have this in the classroom, and I'll pop back to this at the end of class. All right, so let's do a quick poll. Y'all are blowing up chat in a good way, but let's do this. Are you new to OHVA? Lesson code, let me pop back to that last slide here in 1 minute. Are you new to OHVA? Did you come last year, or are you like a veteran? You have been here more than 2 years. You got this, right? Who are you? This is insane to me. We have so far no one that is new to OHVA. What? We are split about half and half. Use those polling tools if you see them pop up. We are literally almost half and half between you came last year and you've been here 2+ years. How many years do you think I've taught online? I used to teach in the classroom. I taught 3rd grade for a little bit. How many years do you think I've taught in the online classroom? Ooh, we're getting some close guesses. Nevaeh is the winner. Oh, some of you else said it too. All right, I have taught 6 complete years. 6 complete years online, right? This will be my 7th. I started teaching online the year I had Mila because I didn't want to leave my baby.
OHVA students.
Say that again.
That's awesome. Yep. All right. So where are we this week? So this week,
Sweet. Is that you, Miss Smith?
It's me. I jumped over from my other class. Hi, everyone.
Hey, I was just telling them about you. You want me to pop back to your slide? I made a slide.
Oh, sure.
We were about split halfway. We have a couple newbies, but most of them are OHVA like the second or more year.
Oh, love it. We got a bunch of experts here.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is me. I'm Mrs. Schmidt. I'm the intervention specialist working with Miss Rittenhouse. You guys are I'll be popping in and out. I've got another biology class at the same time that I just popped off from that over there just to come over here real quick and introduce myself. So here, this is my family. I have got... So this is me right here. I made my family wear matching pajamas last year for Christmas. They loved it, let me just tell you. So this is me. My oldest is Alex. He's 20. My daughter Leah is turning 16 tomorrow, and she starts school tomorrow. Happy birthday to her. This is my husband, Theo. He's a firefighter. And then this is my youngest, Ethan. He's starting 9th grade tomorrow. So these have got lots of teenagers in my house. And then these are my puppies over here. This is Gus. He's 12 and a half. He's my old man. And then this little cutie down here, this is Millie. She's our puppy. She's 7 months old. She's helping to keep Gus young. At least that's what we keep telling him. And then, so I'm one of those people who just everybody just gives me animals. So I have 4 cats now. I don't have a picture of the fourth one, but I've got Rascal and Gracie. These two, the black one and the white one, are actually from the same litter that we rescued. They're about as different as night and day, but he's big and she's this tiny little thing. And then this is Oliver. We rescued him from a dumpster behind the library near me. And then we also have another one that we kind of pulled from a lake near an apartment complex. So I've got tons of animals. I've had turtles and birds, and I even had a chicken one time. One of my neighbors raised chickens and it got out and I couldn't get it back into its pen, so it just stayed with us. And then I put on here, so this is a picture of Sedona, Arizona. I don't know if any of you have ever been out west. I actually used to live out in Arizona, but this is my favorite place on the planet. If you ever get a chance to go to Sedona, I strongly encourage. It is so beautiful there. It's like, doesn't even feel like you're on the planet Earth anymore. It's so different from Ohio, but I love it out there. And then another thing I love are donuts. Everybody teases me about that. I never pass up a donut. I had somebody ask me if I've ever made donuts. I actually have made donuts before, but it's been a couple of years. So yeah, this is me. I'm the intervention specialist. I'll be popping in. And then on Fridays, I will be having sessions for students who have an IEP. So if you have any kind of learning disability or anything that you have an IEP, you're going to be meeting with me on Fridays. It's later though. I usually don't meet till 10, so you'll get to sleep in a little bit on Fridays with me. And we'll just kind of go over stuff that we've done in class that week. If there's any labs or quizzes that you haven't done, or if we need to study for a test. So we'll work on all of that. I've had people say, they're really scared of biology. But don't be. It's really not bad. The hardest part of biology, is the vocabulary, because we don't really use a lot of those vocabulary terms in everyday life. So we will work on vocabulary. Don't worry. And yeah, so that's me. I'll be here. My extension. Oh, I didn't put it on the slide. Oh no. Did you give information on the other side?
I'll make sure they have everybody's extension.
Okay.
I don't know. I put it on one slide. I usually have it on every closing slide.
Okay, perfect. Perfect. Just so you guys know how to get a hold of us if you have any questions or concerns. Okay?
Absolutely. I told him, I was like, I just met Ms. Schmidt yesterday, so I cannot introduce her family. Or I guess I met your dogs via.
That's right. They popped in.
Well, thank you so much. It's going to be a great year. I'm excited. I was telling them I love that I actually get to form closer relationships with my students because they're going to stick along with me longer than 12 weeks. So it's going to be good. Awesome. So some of you, we already talked about this, just a hair is about what your schedule is going to look like. Science every single day is going to be at 8:30. I did not pick the time. Don't hate me. I know I have the earliest session, but that 8:30 time slot, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we're going to have class. That might change. I've considered, we'll see how it goes, doing a help session Monday and doing Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday lessons. I'm not sure. I'm new to year-long biology, just like you. So we'll make adjustments. But for right now, let's do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. We're going to teach content. I need you here. Pick one day to put that webcam on and be sure you're engaging. We talked about how you feel. So how do you feel about biology? Give me in the chat or in the poll. Like, I'm not going to be mad if you hate biology or you aren't. Like, I honestly didn't fall in love with science until college. Believe it or not, I was a early childhood, like I was 2 years in to teaching early child, like going to school for early childhood education. I went then and was like I think it was a botany class. And I was like, this is so interesting. It was really hard for me. Biology was really hard for me. But I loved learning it. It was just so intriguing. So I hope that because biology was hard for me, that I can share some of the ways that I learned those hard concepts with you. And believe it or not, I'm not going to lie to you. It started with a box of markers and white paper. Seriously. So if you are like, dude, I'm not sure I'm here for all of this bio. Let me see, where are we at? What is biology? Yep, we've got some of those. Science is my fave. A few. Here for it. I like it. A lot of you are here for it. And do I have to? Hey, I used to feel that way too. All right. We're going to learn about what biology is and go into all of that next week. This week is all about you. All right. In this course and what it's going to feel like to go through the content together. So what do you need to do today? I feel like a lot of that's just like, some of you are just like, cut to the chase. What's the agenda? What do I got to get done this week? Cut the fluff. Day one assignment. It's legit one question. You're welcome, right? Do it. Oh, thank you, Madison, for putting that Nearpod code up there. All right, if you can download Nearpod on your computer or on your phone, I love you. Thank you. Do that. Next week, we're going to dive into those lessons. I think you're seriously going to love it. It's going to mix up the classroom so that it just doesn't get so the same, you know? Second thing is day one assignment. It's one question. I don't care if you pull it up in another window right now and are doing it as we talk, okay? Pull up the biology classroom, go into content, getting started module. That getting started module is going to have everything you need to do. The second thing I'd love for you to do, even if it's right now as we talk, is I see some gender things going on. Pronouns. Whatever we do in this class, I respect your beliefs and I would like y'all to respect everyone's beliefs. You don't have to believe what they believe or choose what they choose. I did not catch what was going on there. Might need to let's just stop that conversation for right this second until I can get a grasp on what's going on. Okay. I just want us to all love and respect each other for who we are, right? So I just want to make sure that everyone is protected in that manner. We all have beliefs, and I want you to have beliefs. I want you, if you don't know what your beliefs are, to explore them and to know them. That is a good thing, all right? So right now, we're going to switch that conversation, all right? And I want you to tell me in chat if you've completed your day one assignment and you're getting to know you assignment. Yes or no? No judgment, because this is for today. Some of you have completed it. All right, if you aren't, go to the browser up above, switch into the classroom, find it. I want you to at least find it right now so that I know that if you have any questions, we can do that. Some of you have already emailed me about the pretest. I need to make sure it's up and running. I don't think it is. So if you are one that has emailed me about the pretest and I haven't emailed you back, don't hate me. I'm working on it. I don't know what's going on. I'll make sure that's up and running for tomorrow. Okay? Awesome. Again, let's just navigate away from that gender conversation if we can. Not because it's bad, it's just because chat is moving fast and I want to make sure, I just want to make sure that I'm protecting each of you because that is one of my jobs. It doesn't matter. I'm not even mad about it, I promise. Oh, there's our extensions. I don't know. Is Ms. Schmidt still in here? I got it.
I'm here.
Yay! Okay. If you don't mind helping me monitor it.
Yeah, I was watching it and I was just about to say something when you said something. So.
I was like, I'm also not used to having chat be so lively, which I absolutely told them I absolutely love. Like, make the chat happen every day.
Yeah, I mean, I love that we're, discussing things, but we want to make sure while we're, discussing things like biology, that there are some people have some different beliefs, and that's okay. But we just want to be very careful of how we communicate our beliefs and try not to be or come across. Sometimes it's all about how you come across as being judgmental or, like you're hating on someone or, picking on someone or something like that. So we just got to be really careful. That's just, something that you have to do throughout your life. There's always going to be people who believe and think different things than you do. So this is just good practice for us to work on those skills so that we can, explain or, talk about in an appropriate situation. So something like an orientation, maybe telling us, that would be something good that me and Miss Rittenhouse would need to know, your pronouns, if they're, something you feel really strongly about, but maybe not something that we need to talk about in chat. So.
Yes. And again, it's not because we want to avoid it in general. We just want to protect each of you.
Right.
Awesome.
But yeah, we've got our contact information. If at any time you have any question about, I don't, like somebody said in here, like, I thought I did it, but it's not showing as being marked complete. Or I know I'm not going to be at the Class Connect session tomorrow because I have a doctor's appointment. Whatever it is, you just make sure that you're communicating with us and asking questions and telling us what's going on. If you are sick and you get behind on your work, let us know that so we don't think you're just like, nah, I'm not doing my work anymore, kind of thing. Just really want you to stay in contact with us and with all your teachers, really.
Absolutely. Let me check our time. How are we? We're a little bit early. So if you guys are done with your unit 1, not unit 1. Nope, we're not even in unit 1. If you are finished with your day 1 assignment and you're done with your getting to know you assignment, I did put a board that says just one thing. So I want you to throw that on there. That's something that everyone can see. That might be something you want to go back and visit. All right. just one thing that we should all know about you, something fun, interesting, exciting, maybe non-controversial. And there's also a page, I'm going to make sure I have it open, for your first day of school picture. I talked about that at the beginning of class, but like we're going to do like a biology yearbook. Actually, I'm going to go check that on the other screen and make sure that's open. Okay. And so take a picture of yourself, take a selfie, drop it in there. We can then use that. I'm going to have a spot in the classroom called the student space. I'm making sure it's open right now. I think it is visible to you. Yes. Yep. It's open. It's the student space. And if you go in there, we're going to add different things. So maybe you did some awesome work on one of your assignments or a project. I might post it in there. We're going to do some highlighting about, you know, like a student. Maybe you did an awesome job leading a class exercise or something. Bio spotlights. Those will be in there. Yeah, it doesn't have to be today. It could be an old picture if you're just like, that is my good go-to picture. All right. Right. Yes. Yep. That conversation we're just leaving be, again, just for protection of everybody. Yep. Awesome. So we're going to move on from that. Or I'm going to have to, I don't want to stop chat. Okay. You all are able to feel how you feel, and we will respect that in this environment. Sweet. So did anyone go into the classroom? Go to the classroom right now. I want you to find the student space. And look for that bio yearbook. Has anyone put a picture in there yet? I guess I should put mine in there, right? Yeah, somebody did. I see somebody. Put your name beneath it on that nameplate. I see somebody put one in, but I don't know who it is. We want to know who you are. Sweet. All right. I think I'm going to let you all, I'm going to let you go early because we've got, I guess, 1 minute. I'm so generous, right? I am going to let you go. Make sure, where do you find it, Nevaeh? So if you go into content in your biology classroom, I should be able to show you. If you are here and you want me to share that with you, I'm going to share. Let me see if I can figure it out. Right here. I'm going to share my desk space. All right, so right here, if you go to content in the classroom, you should be able to scroll down, and here is your starting here unit. You can click on getting started, and you'll see your day 1 assignment, your day 2 assignment, your assignment 3. Those are all in there for you. But if you scroll down, you'll see student space. In the student space, you'll see the biology yearbook. That's the only thing that's in there right now. And if you click on that, it will take you to the right spot. Okay. Awesome. I got to get back to my whiteboard. There we go. Awesome. Yes, upload them to, like, put a photo. Yep. And then on that nameplate below, put your name. Type your name in there. It is optional. So if it's something that you're just like, yeah, no, that's okay. But I would love to see your faces because that's a place that we could go to after class. I'm like, oh, who, like, I need to name to a face kind of a deal. It's helpful for me and it's kind of fun as a class to start building that.
I do love the neuro that you guys do have the option of getting on here. I know sometimes it's hard. You're like, oh no, I'm not camera ready.
Yeah.
Trust me, I am not a morning person, so I will not be rolling in here looking.
I know. I got dressed today, but it doesn't happen. It does not happen every day. Like first day of school already, but especially in the winter, I'm like, oh
my gosh.
It's dark and I don't want to get up.
Yes. I'm sorry I hopped away. So they, because as you know, Ms. Rittenhouse, I moved recently.
Yes.
And the house we moved into had all original appliances. So the dishwasher and the stove, both of them were broken when we moved in. So I've been living for the last 4 weeks without an oven.
No way.
Very interesting. So, of course, they deliver it first thing this morning. So they've been installing the dishwasher and installing the washing machine. Like, it's been crazy here already this morning. So I apologize for hopping back and forth. But
no, you're totally.
Oh, yeah. If you have another class scheduled, yeah, absolutely. Go to your next class.